Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey and happy Boxing Day. I hope everybody had a great and relaxing Christmas. We had so much fun. We played these crazy word games and watched some fun shows and just played with all our gifts and talked and had great conversation and amazing food. It was just really wonderful and peaceful, and you know what, the holidays in my kind of mindset are the ideal rendering, like just family and food and chilling out and really having those meaningful moments, interactions and conversations. So wishing everybody all the best. Now I love this because now is a really beautiful time for all of us to illuminate and take a good look at and shine a light on any changes we want to make, anything we want to invite into our lives, anything, you know, that we can just leave on the side of the road that we no longer need to carry. I often feel like Christmas is a great time to just shed undue weight of things that we don't need in our households as well, because as we have these new gifts and things that come in, we can take a look at what do we cherish, what do we value, and what is just been hanging around because it's part of the scenery. You know, we don't even notice it anymore. So sometimes I'll just go around my house and pick things up and like sort of test its energy and be like, does this still have the value that it once had to me, in terms of like a half burnt candle that I used for a ritual, and then I started accumulating a lot of candles. Really taking a look at, would you prefer to have space over things in that space, shining a light on that. Also, anything in our interior, is there any motivations that we need to zhuzh up into this new year? Looking after our mental and physical health, things of that nature, really shining a light on it. Like, what have we been eating and ingesting and watching, and who have we been talking to, and what sort of energy does that invite in, and do I need to make any shifts or changes within that? Which brings us to purpose. I love this kind of melted, warped clock, because oftentimes our purpose always shows up in divine timing when it's ready. We have all different, and there's chapters in our life, isn't there? Like, oh, am I truly living my life's purpose? I'm very lucky that as about 8 or 9 years ago, when I developed my channel and I started doing readings and I started doing life coaching and making jewelry and doing all of these things like for my profession and purpose, as opposed to working for somebody else and having those just be little side routes, having it be my true purpose, that I feel like time has so much more value to me. I'm not like a sprinkler. I'm running here and doing that and collecting breadcrumbs. I'm really centered and calm. So do you feel you're doing your purpose recently? You know, where you're working, how you're spending your time, all of that. Have you been delving into different aspects and trial periods of new gifts and talents you might have as well? Because I do feel like quite a few people I know, their talents developed a little later in life, in their 40s, in their 50s, because they slowed down and they took a good hard look at, hey, does this really bring me joy? And we're also not as self-censoring and like critical of ourselves. We want to try new things, so new and wonderful things come in, which brings us to empathy. Have empathy for yourself and others around you. When we do that, it's like, I feel like it reduces any kind of anger or resentment in my life. I really look at it from that person's viewpoint, going, well, I know at this point this person wasn't feeling very well. They weren't well rested, so maybe, they didn't have time to do A, B, and C. This person, they are very sensitive about things, so they do require more time alone, so on and so forth. When we look through the lens of love and empathy for other people, it slows it all down, and it helps us really look at things in a way that are meaningful, practical, important, heart-fueled. And empathy really is the key to really good relations for people, because we really are thinking in terms of their environment, their thoughts, their cycles, and what they are experiencing, not just how it affects or pertains to us. It is about them as well. So when we bring all of these together, I feel like a really beautiful bright golden light is going to be shown on your purpose, and how you can tweak it, or how you can alter or have that be your main avenue, right? It's not just some side road, your main avenue And don't fight time. You're in no rush. You have all the time in the world. Time is just this construct that a lot of people have a lack mentality towards, because they think, I have to do it by this time. I have to marry. I have to have a child. I have to do this. And they set all these like goalposts on a clock. And it's just not how our natural cycles work. You know, love shows up when it shows up. Our true vocation shows up when it shows up. It's when we are aware and we're tuned in. We got that right frequency, and it just really, really shows up for us in a beautiful way. And showing up with empathy and compassion and care for other people's situations and their values and their viewpoints is very helpful for us to generally just stay calm and not, get spun out over anything. It's like, why have something adversely affect you when you can just be cool and collected about things and loving and calm, for sure. So my beauties, that is what you're meant to hear today. I hope you all have a great day. Love and light.